Yeah, I got some big goals.
There you
I'm
go.
making moves business-wise in terms of like my marketing company, my ad company.
That's good.
He doesn't talk. Do you know? Do we know the name of it? What's Bryan Callen's marketing company, ad company? Do we know the name of it? He doesn't really mention it. I guess maybe he wants to keep it private. But that's good. Is Brenda going to be negative about that?
Good.
And
Joanna,
I mean, look,
you
man,
vote-
you know what, dude? I still love comedy, and I still love doing stand-up, and I'm a stand-up to the core.
Oh no!
And I keep writing. And
what happened?
And whether I can sell tickets, whether I don't know, I don't worry so much. I just keep doing it. You know, I don't know how to win this algorithm or how to stay relevant all the time. And I'm older, and it is what it is. So I just keep doing what I'm doing. If they, you know, I'll go where they'll have me, and I love doing it. We'll do this podcast. But as far as show business is concerned, I don't know, bro.
Whoa, bro, that stand-up special broke him, innit? I'm legit surprised. I'm not gonna lie. I'm legit surprised. I would have thought getting cancelled the way he got cancelled would have broke him, but it seems like it didn't. The actual reception to that YouTube stand-up special that he just dropped recently has completely broken Bryan Callen. I don't think he's not mentioned it at least once an episode since it dropped in a roundabout way. It's really fucked him. More so than getting cancelled for rape and shit. Weird, isn't it? When he got cancelled for the rape thing, he was on fucking Schooled. No, he was on what was the show called? There was, because it was a one show he was on, then they gave him a fucking there was like a whatever, how they called it, the term where it's like a main show, they make another show. So that show was good, it was getting good ratings. Then they did another show based on that show with that highlighted his character, the gym teacher. I think that was also around the same time he had the fucking Joker movie cameo. It was very short, but still he was in it. Yes, that's it, spin-off. Big up Keepy, spin-off. So he was on the up and up. He was on the up, and that was the same time the Netflix deal with Crystalia got announced. Remember, he was meant to do a show with Crystalia on Netflix, some sort of like, I think it was like a prank show, right? I think it was meant to do some sort of prank show, and then boom, the rape allegations happen, and it all gets taken away, and he has to go, you know, MIA from TFATK for like a year and a half. Rogan refuses to talk about him or mention his name for like 2 years and shit. I would have thought that would have broke him. But it seems like the reaction to that YouTube stand-up special broke him way more. Now he's contemplated everything about showbiz business. Now it seems like he's just happy to just, do his marketing company thing, maybe wait for his dad to die, get the inheritance, and then ride off to the sunset. Damn, bro. This is the first time I've heard him speak. Honestly, usually I'm on here talking about how he needs to quit. And he's, you know, it's a bit unsightly to have somebody that his age still trying to go viral. It's like, brother, man, just be a professional stand-up, like fucking Ron White, and just do the thing. You don't need to be on the algorithm. But it seems like he's coming to that realization now, like, you're too old for this, like, to play the game and to try and get viral and to be relevant. Just do stand-up and get your money and keep it moving. I think he's starting to realize it now, but I think that special reaction really, really fucked with his mental, which is really concerning to me as an outside viewer. Because it's like, what do you expect? This person was shit. Then it goes to show just how delusional and lacking in self-awareness comedians are. Because he was really shocked by everyone's reaction to it. He thought it was much better. He really was surprised. Like, I wonder what the comments are saying now. What the comments say now in his special? Because that reaction to that special broke this guy, bro. He's not been the same. He's not stopped mentioning it. Let's see. False Gods, right? 2 months ago. If he hasn't botted the views, I think that's pretty decent. 258,000 views. If he hasn't botted the views, if the views haven't been botted, Bryan Callen's, outside of us and what we care about, I don't think he's that well known. Yes, he's Rogan's friend and stuff, but I don't think people give a fuck about Callen. The fact that he got 258 views, if they're not botted, is fucking fantastic, in my personal opinion. Despite if the special's good or not. Obviously the special's terrible, but still. Let's see the recent comments. Let's see the recent comments. Let's go to the most recent comments, right? Let's go new. Oh shit, Gold Now is gonna premiere soon as well. We'll maybe switch over that for a bit. Hey guys. Okay, no. What? Hey guys, I went to a gender ideology cafe and the Joe Biden laptop barista was making a liberal coffee. I laughed. When my sick grandmother told me there was nothing more painful than dying slowly from stage 4 cancer, I turned this on to prove her wrong. Oh my God. Oh my God, that's very mean. Oh my God. Gringo Pappy is a comedic masterpiece compared to this. Burn the boats. Gringo Pappy, we were too harsh on your poor soul. He's so corny, he thinks he sounds intelligent and philosophically deep, but just comes across as a midlife crisis. Just as I'm about to compliment Bryan, he goes on a spiel about some social issue with zero humor attached to it, 40 plus minutes in. Why was the audience laughing? You guys should check out some German comedians. We still know the job. We brought comedy to the world. Har, har, har. Not even trying to be a dick. This guy just isn't funny. His most fearless hour yet starts with anyone look at their phones too much. Generally, what the fuck was he doing here? The little leprechaun jig too. Creepy. I can't joke about this. Callen may be suffering from early onset dementia. Oh my God. Don't know what's up with all the hate. I thought this was great. I get what the comments are. A bunch of liberal, okay? On a positive note, this special is inspirational. Really, anyone can do brackets bad comedy. Y'all, what did this man do? Y'all are eating him, gristle and all. This comment section. This is like Jordan Peterson tried amphetamines and thought they'd be a good idea to try stand up. Austin Transbrain in full effect. Yikes. Holy shit, this sucks. What an embarrassment. God damn it, he's getting butchered. This is fucking awful. Really shit. Hilarious that videos about how bad this stand-up is. More views than the original video. Yeah. I really tried. I lasted 21 minutes before tapping out. Stuff like this it just burned him, innit? You can't, yeah. Okay. God damn.
I just don't know. You know, I don't even know what we're competing against. This is the strangest. We have seen this business change so drastically. You have, I definitely have.
Everyone has.
Compared to what this business was when I was 25, 26, is just astonishing. Like,
Powerful bunch.
Big up Logan.
The troll demons captured Callen's soul.
Big up Logan for the £2 tip. You're fucking legend. Appreciate you. Big up fucking Logan. Big up Logan. Apologies, brother. Big up Logan for the $2 or £2.22 tip. You're a legend. The troll demons captured Callen's soul. You know, also I'm thinking. Big up Logan. You know, also I'm thinking. I think this is the first time he's never had the cushion, the safety net of Rogan in them, man, or that kind of glow, you know? Because a lot of comedians are complaining about the lack of Rogan bump, but I think the first person I heard speak about it was Mark Normand on Tuesdays with Stories with Joe List, talking about how the Rogan bump isn't a thing anymore. They go on Rogan and they don't really notice a significant increase in their viewers and stuff. It was a little bit of a entitled piece of shit comment to make from Mark Normand, but again, it's Rogan, innit? Their relationship isn't really real. It's mostly transactional because Rogan's huge. You know, they don't really give a fuck about Rogan really, but they want to use his platform to obviously boost their special. I wonder if a lot of these comedians are now starting to realize how hard it is out there if you don't have Rogan's bump, and Rogan's bump is not a thing anymore. Because this is the special that for once Callen had to work on. He had to work, you know, he had to go out and, you know, he didn't do many, did he even do many guest appearances? Eek, that might hurt too. I don't remember him doing a lot of guest appearances to promo the special, but I wonder if this is that's what's happening. He's starting to realize how hard it is out there for just a regular person to get attention on what they're doing. Doesn't matter if you're doing comedy, doesn't matter if you're streaming, if you're a musician, whatever you're doing out there, it's really difficult to get people to get, because there's so much stuff out there, isn't it? It's very competitive. And this is the first time he's had to compete, and look at him, he's fucking crying. He's bitch. Oh my God. It's so, the climate was always changing. You just had the advantage of having Rogan in your corner. You had the comedy boom in your corner. You were in that fucking bubble.
Powerful bunch.
Yo, big up Son Aziz.
The Rogan bump is still real to me. Average obese American WWE fan or mothership comic.
Exactly. I wonder if that's what happened. I wonder if that's what happened. He finally realized, oh shit, it's kind of hard out here for everyone. Brendan realized it was hard once everybody's friends left and quit comedy, and now Brian's almost sounds like he's about to quit. Built up Game Bread, but did he did a special. Oh yeah, true. That's got to be extra. Built up Game Bread. That's got to hurt even more than. And I keep forgetting that bit of the story. That special was filmed at the mothership. If I'm not mistaken, wasn't his the first? Or was that Brian Simpson? I think Brian might have been one of the first specials filmed at the mothership, you know? I think so. I think Brian might have had one of the first specials ever filmed at the mothership. This like new club from Rogan. It's got all this press. They're saying it's the best club in all this stuff. And that didn't help him one bit. That didn't help him one fucking bit with the views. Damn.
It's in 30 years. It's changed.
Yeah, Big Up Hassan Aziz. He titled it. I didn't notice that too. He titled it. No way he titled it that. No, why did I miss that? How did I miss that? Oh my god. Even that didn't help. Even that didn't help. You're so right. Look at that. Live at Rogan special. And I'm sure I think the thumbnail is also Rogan, right? Oh no, you don't see the Rogan. Okay, I thought the thumbnail had the arch. Look at that. Live at the Comedy Mothership. Live at Joe Rogan's Comedy Mothership. Damn, it still didn't help. It still didn't do jack shit. The bubble's well and truly burst.
And it should, but it's changed now in this way that I don't think any of us even recognize.
You just have to adapt. I mean, the biggest thing is you got to adapt, and you just got to have your ear to the ground. But it's tough.
Those are two things that both of them can't do. Now there's more competition in podcasting, they don't adapt. Now there's more competition in stand-up, they don't adapt. Since they moved to Austin, well, how's this show changed? How's the show improved? No new guests, no new approach, no new style. The same shit they were doing in LA, they just took it to a cheaper location, a different location. Brian, did he adapt really? Not really. Is adapted shouting into your phone and talking about fucking viral stories on the internet to try and go viral. Come on, man. I don't even think Callen posted many clips of the special on his fucking Instagram feed. He didn't go on other podcasts to promote his special, even like intellectual ones. Maybe he's kind of blacklisted from the comedy world because of the Bobby Lee shit. I get it, but he didn't even go on like intellectual podcasts. Do you know what I mean? He didn't do anything to promote the special really, outside of posting on his Instagram a couple of times. That's not enough nowadays. That's not enough.
Adapt.
Like who has the time to that?
Keep making content.
Yeah,
part of the information highway.
Yeah, that's part of the
river.
That's the thing. I know. It's like there's kids and.
How long will anything you do last? And what is it that you're doing?
There's no lasting.
He's so allergic to working, man. You remember what I used to say when I used to first do these streams? One thing I noticed about these guys, they're fundamentally very work shy, innit? For all the stuff they talk about, waking up at 4 a.m, going on 7-mile runs, doing 1 million burpees and bench presses and shit. When it comes down to it, they're very work shy. They just want to appear, record, upload, give me 1 million views, please. More money, please. More AdSense money, please. More sponsors. But they're really allergic to work. They never record their fucking ad reads ahead of time without fucking umming and ahhing and fucking up the words. They don't like to do extra work when it comes to their podcasts and streams. The Patreon is whatever. I don't know if they had a latest episode of the Patreon. And when it comes to promoting their own fucking special, what is it? There's so much content, brother. Just put the content out there. If you have to compete with what's out there now. You have to make shorts. You gotta go live. You gotta do fucking Instagram lives. You gotta be on the comments. You gotta be posting. You just have to do everything. It is what it is. The game's a game. It used to be so easy. Yeah, it used to be easy. It used to be easy. It's not easy anymore, is it, motherfucker? God damn, man. You're so work shy.
Turn yourself into a dopamine hit.
It's basically right? Like, what have you done for me literally today?
Right.
And that's every single day.
Hormozi said, if you're not spending at least I think it 2 full days a week.
Pick up NJ, exactly. Put the content in the bag, little bro. Exactly. Exactly. All of this rah-rah, all this fucking waffle. Put the content in the bag. Oh, he's so honestly. He's just crying, innit? Like, I don't know, people in stream chat, let me know if I'm off base here. Wouldn't you, like, I swear, if I got cancelled the way Bryan got cancelled.
Powerful bunch.
Yeah, go pick up some of these.
They grew up rich. Never got it out the mud.
Mm-hmm.
They don't know how it feels to struggle, so they dunk themselves in cold water every morning. These people are genuinely insane.
Exactly. They die exactly. They dunked themselves in cold water because they didn't have a hard. Honestly, fucking brilliant. But big up Rogan. But if I was Callen, I would be more heartbroken that my career got, thrown off course because in my head of a fake or, false rape allegation than I would be because people didn't like my YouTube special. I'm surprised that he seems more rattled about the YouTube special not doing well, about it not resonating and no one giving a fuck, than he cared then about the other. I mean, it's like, actually, were there any written reviews about Callen's special? I never actually checked that. Did anybody write a review somewhere about his special?
Another.
Was there any written reviews about this review? That isn't a video. Is any someone must have reviewed it, right? Okay, this person, we own the laughs. This person review it? Is that a WordPress? Okay, this is like a press release. Did anyone review it? Like a regular platform or something? Like what's that comedy platform, like Chuckle something or whatever? No review. Reviews of Complicated Apes. Okay. This right here, Bryan Callen. Okay, cool. No search on there. And fuck letterbox then. There's no site that actually reviewed his special, no? Bryan Callen stand-up may be too much of a good thing. Where's this from? The Georgia Straight in 2012. What? What's this article about? Okay, what? Can you this is from 2012. Look at how fresh faced he is. Look at this. Look how fresh faced he is. Look at this. All the hope in the world there. The glint still in his eyes. Let's see. What's this about? It's a 2012 article on Callen. Bryan Callen's stand-up may be too much of a good thing. At the Comedy MIX on Thursday, can you have too much of a good thing? Sure you can. Bryan Callen's a case in point. Performing at the Comedy MIX or the Comedy Mix, the Mad TV star stretched out a 45-minute stand-up act into an hour and 15 minutes. Generous, yes, but unnecessary. Going too long can't totally negate the laughs you had along the way, but it can totally diminish the overall experience. It sounds a bit negative, though. Callen is like a more theatrical Joe Rogan, who happens to be a buddy of his. Both are tough talking, compact. What? Compact, lean, mean fighting machines. That's what his fucking victims say, isn't it? A sizable chunk of Callen's act is about physical altercations he's been in and how to much. This is a good review of what he's like, actually. It's about physical altercations he's been in and how to avoid such scuffles. But the drama, he's a drama major. Of course, Callen's a drama major, but the drama major's ability to act out scenes and play the fool helped to raise the material beyond mere swagger. It's the fuggery meets muggery. It was fuggery meets muggery. What? Who fucking wrote this? Yo, Guy McPherson, you're chatting absolute shit, mate. It was fuggery meets muggery. It was rapey meets muggery, you mean? The best comics are self-aware and underdogs and outsiders. Beating up a guy the size of a kitchen may be David and Goliath story, but Callen didn't drop the giant through a fluky but crafty projectile shot from a distance. Callen really knows how to fight. Who wrote this? His dad. Who fucking wrote this? It's Guy McPherson, fucking Mike Callen's pen name. Callen really knows how to fight and can kiss. Apparently, which granted his unusual go-to move for a scrapper. Still, it was hard to side with a guy who clearly takes care of his body and wears douchey tight shirts, even if he himself admits it's douchey, thereby trying to distance himself from the said douchiness. His best material was when he showed his vulnerability. The contrast between his tough guy image and his palpable fears was hilarious, and was the conviction with which he conveyed them. The fears, though varied, were all rooted in death, whether from a psycho killer who attacks public nappers, flying bears, sharks, or hornets. To see the macho dude tiptoeing the shallow water or bugging out over a bee in a car was priceless. Callen was jokingly calls himself one of the top bird humorists in the country. If there's such a title, my money's on him. Who else has a killer ostrich chunk? That is, the bird itself is a killer, or a 300-pound kung fu turkey. That sounds like a Bryan Callen joke, by the way. A turkey is a 350-pound kung fu turkey. All right, mate. He probably acts it out as well. The material itself is awesome. Hands down, the best avian bits I've ever heard. It's not meant to be damning with faint praise either. Even outside its niche, it's still damn funny. He went on to do an impression of Al Pacino, Arnold Schwarzenegger, and Christopher Walken as various birds to seal his ranking. Still, a tighter set would have made all the difference. For a guy who likes to stay in shape, it's surprising he hasn't trimmed the fat on his act. The show was good and worthwhile, but cut half an hour off the puppy and it would have been a lean, mean fighting machine its creator is. Ugh. This guy was trying to fuck him, innit? This guy was trying to fuck him. Jesus Christ, what the fuck? That was an interesting review. Anyway, let's go back to the video.
Week dedicated to content, 2 full days.
Who's this?
Alex Hormozy, who's a marketing guy.
Uh-huh.
He said, then don't bother. You're literally having to shoot content every single day if you want to kind of compete in that information flash flood, you know.
Brother, what's the alternative then, Callen? What's the alternative? You go work for a law firm. What's the alternative? You go work in banking with your dad. You wouldn't last a day. What's the alternative, bro? Oh, sorry, you have to put out more content every day. Boo-hoo-hoo. You got to work a couple of hours a day every single day for the rest of your life to keep the fucking, you know what I mean, the content machine fed. Honestly, so unappreciative of the career and life he's been given. It's just so, of course it's harder now. You motherfuckers made it look too easy. You guys made it look too easy and you were terrible at it. You guys made too much money in the beginning when there was not much competition and everyone saw you guys and thought, you know what? If you can do it, I can do it. That's the problem. You guys weren't good enough. If you guys were super talented, if Rogan and them crew were, I don't know what talent level you need to do a podcast, but just imagine if they were just so talented, people would think, oh my God, I could never do that. No one ever listens to Rogan, listens to TFATK, watches these guys do stand up and think, I could never do that. Everyone thinks they could do it. That's why everyone gives it a shot. Thus, the fucking whole thing gets fucking crowded. The monies used to make goes down and the views get spread across a whole bunch of people instead of just directed to you. It's way harder now. It's partly their fault. It's partly their fault for why hard it is now, for how hard it is now. But still, it's easier than working a regular job, isn't it? I'd imagine. Callen, come on, don't cry. Get good, get better, or get out of the game.
You have a gun?
And he's
big up NJ.
This MF could be making super chats but is too lazy.
They would make fucking bank. I'm sorry, I see lolcows like Wings of Redemption and those type of people making money off of fucking trolls and detractors and stuff, sending mean, offensive super chats to them. If they had a little bit of skin, a little bit of skin on that thin skin, they'd make a killing from it. Do you think the homeless cats wouldn't get great joy out of having their fucking TTSs read out, even though it's lying in their pockets? They'd fucking love it, but they just can't. It's too fragile. You don't really want it, man. They don't really want it like that. They don't really want it.
Right.
Powerful bunch.
He's right. I don't know.
Yo, big up.
You know, I was stuck writing a new joke about ostrich legs when it occurred to me. What would a Spartan do? What would someone who's Delta Force think about comedy?
only Brian would Brian, come out for us to drink. Hey Brian, man, we're having drinks after work. Come on, man. We after boxing. Come on, bro. We're having drinks. No, I can't, man. Why, man? Why? I'm writing a joke about a boxing ostrich. I'm writing a joke about a CrossFit ostrich. Like, huh? I've got this ostrich joke I'm trying to tighten up. Huh?
What to say about it? He's really, really smart, but holy shit.
Yeah, I mean,
yeah.
You also got to realize too, when you were booming in stand up, there was maybe 25 of you.
That's right. Headliners.
Like 25 headliners.
I like how they always say that, by the way. They always make it seem like only their friends were making money and headlining. No, there was plenty of people out there. You just saw the ones that had podcasts. Oh yeah, there's only like 1,000 of us? What, your friends, you mean? Around the world, there's plenty of comedians making tons of money in different areas, especially some of the improv guys and shit. For them, it's always this narrow field. Like, oh yeah, only 25 of us making a living. Well, tough luck. Now there's 1 million because you guys are shit. Also, Brendan played a part in it too. He got a fucking Showtime special. There's probably bare comedians out there that got inspired to do stand-up because how bad Brendan was. They're like, hold on, if he can do this shit, I can do it. Partly you guys are to blame.
Like, that are well known, that can sell out every room, anywhere you go. So there wasn't, I mean, that's some competition. Now there's like, there's, I don't know how, 500 probably.
Big up Coilo. I'm wearing my What Would Dan Crenshaw Do bracelet. That's a name I haven't heard in a while, man. What the fuck happened to Dan Crenshaw? What happened to him? That's a name I haven't heard in a fucking while.
Also, it's not just stand-ups. There are YouTubers, people with huge presences on TikTok and all that stuff. It's not that they're funny on stage; it's that they have.
But people don't care. People don't care.
Callen's just realizing how competitive, like he was such in a bubble. He was so privileged. He was so pampered that he's only realized now that there's someone like, oh, this is a weird conversation, man. But it's kind of, you can tell it's sincere. Like he's definitely just realized that, oh shit, I'm never going to be as famous as I was before. Like, the game has changed. There's kids on TikTok I've never heard of with millions of followers selling out venues I've never even been in, let alone booked in. Oh my god, this YouTube special broke him.
Let's see this guy live. See what he has to do.
But here's some of the issue is, for good or bad, I'm not calling anybody out. Some of the issue is the real stand-ups like Attell, you, Bill Burr. I'm talking about Attell's the best example. No podcasting, no social media. All he cares about is stand-up. That's it. And that's why he's the best in the world. Louis C.K., best stand-up, right? You're talking about real those are old school comics. Mm-hmm. Now, when you think of the best, take Kevin Hart out of it, but when you think of the best stand-ups, I mean, you got Attell, Louis, Chappelle, right? Just stand-up. They don't do anything else. That's fucking it, man. Mm-hmm. But then when you look at the other guys with huge arena acts, theaters, selling out every single weekend, what are they? Podcasters.
Yes. 100%.
Where they didn't get their chops from stand-up.
Yeah.
they built their fan base tuning in once, twice a week to a podcast,
Yeah.
which that sold the tickets.
Very
They're just not funny. This is a cope. There was a time where I believed this narrative, but that's just a cope. You can be a good podcaster and also be a funny stand-up comedian. They're just not funny. This is a cope. We've said it before sometimes on the stream. Oh, they're wasting all their good material on the podcast. No, they're not. They're just not funny, or they're just not doing the work. We saw with Theo. Theo crashed and burned on that fucking Netflix taping and tried to blame it on mental health and all this nonsense. He was just spread too thin. He's doing his podcast all the time. He's going around the country, popping up in random shows, being in the DJ booth with fucking Diplo, being on stage when Zach Bryan's performing, all this sort of stuff. Where's the time to write comedy? Do you remember, by the way, have you guys noticed? Even Rogan doesn't talk as much about writing and sets and reps and all this malarkey. Remember they used to all lie about how often they'd write. Oh yeah, I'm just writing all the time. I'm just writing. I'm always on the stage. I'm always doing show. I'm always working out bits. Come on. When are you doing that? If you're recording four-hour podcasts every day, you're in the fucking sauna, you're in the fucking cold plunge, you're drinking and fucking around playing touch putt in the fucking green room. Where's there time to write these jokes? And we see it on stage. The evidence is there. It's in black and white. We see it on the fucking stage. We see it in the specials. The comedy is diabolical. The comedy is shit because A, these guys were never that funny anyway, but B, they don't write material. Simple. Simple as that. Simple as that. So this whole thing, they're not pure. Brother, the people he spoke about, they just write. They write all the time. Lucy K's writing, where he's writing books, scripts, directing things he's writing. Dave Chappelle's always writing, whether not physically or on the stage, he's always fucking performing. There's always accounts of Dave Chappelle popping up in random clubs and performing. Same goes for Dave Attell, always fucking performing and doing work. The other guys, they don't write, or like, they all lie about how much they write, most comedians anyway. But I think the guys in particular who are suffering and not doing as well, I think most of it has to do with the fact that they don't write, they don't get up as much, or perform in random clubs, they're performing for home crowds, they focus more on podcasting, which makes sense, by the way, because it probably makes the most money. But that's the reason why. Not because, they've got a podcast, and no. They're A, not funny, and B, they don't write enough.
Smart. My argument would be, are they as good as the stand-up 20 years ago when all they did was stand-up?
Probably not.
So it's kind of gotten watered down a little bit, where they're still good. Don't get me wrong, they're
part
fucking
of a
good,
culture that
but
doesn't demand that of them. It's not in demand.
It's not good though.
Yeah.
What I'm saying for actual if you like real stand-up, like.
By the way, I do like I do like just visually how Brendan is trying to talk about this topic when he's the failed comedian. I find that interesting, and he's the one that benefited the most from the podcast bubble, because there's no way he gets that Showtime deal without TFATK and how successful it was in the beginning, and he's associated with Rogan, so he benefited from that whole thing greatly. It probably changed his life forever. That's why he's probably still doing this now, because of that bump that gave him, right? That he's still kind of riding. So him talking about, oh yeah, comedians, like, brother, you gained from it. You got Showtime special because of a fucking podcast. But your special wasn't not good because you did a podcast and you were spread too thin. Your special wasn't good because you were never a stand-up comedian to begin with. Number one, you probably got into it too late, never was stand-up comedian to got in with, and didn't write funny jokes. Wasn't funny. Case in point, the special was shit. Most of these stand-ups are probably not as funny as their fame is, right? Because it's a weird thing. Like Rogan's really famous, but his comedy doesn't match his fame, or it's not good enough, and it just don't write enough. I'll down that not write enough hill. You can just tell they don't write enough, in my personal opinion. It's just pretty obvious to see.
Those monsters is all they do. TikTok? What? No. I'm writing, doing sets.
You're speaking my language. This is what I think all the time in my head.
But Callen doesn't write either, because we've seen his material. His material is just a different variation of that horse bit. No? Callen's material is just different variations of that bit of him on a horse. I'm this man that's got long hair and I'm like a horse. I'm running in my legs and I take the woman. It's just a different variation of that fucking hero's journey fucking nonsense parody of a joke. We just read an article that sounded like something he does now. Come on, man.
So
just do
so
it by-
so the level of excellence gets watered down. It doesn't mean they're not good, and they could be better. They don't have to.
Yeah.
Because people are tuning in because they have these huge followings on the podcast, not because they're great stand up.
Well, I would agree with that. I would agree that it's just not as demanded of them.
But to argue for them, they're like, I don't have to.
Yeah.
I make more money than 99.99% of the comics.
But that's the thing that I don't like about these guys. Like, they cry though. When they don't get the great reception or reviews to their special, they complain. If you're making all this money on podcasting and stand-up's just like it's like a bonus, right? You don't really, it's a bonus. Don't cry if you get bad reviews in, because you didn't put the work in. It's not funny. It's not funny. You put more effort and more time into your pod because it makes you more money. I get it. We all do it in life. We all focus on the thing that maybe is going to make us the most or is going to be the most beneficial for us. Cool. But then don't cry when people say your special shit. Don't get me wrong. The podcast also shit. But don't cry when people say his podcast is special as shit, because you spend more time talking into a microphone instead of writing jokes. Big up Josie. Is that true? Big up Josie. Even Doug Stanhope said last night Rogan will not be remembered for being a comic. Ugh, brutal but true. Brutal but very true, to be fair. Brutal but very, very fucking true. Big up Coiler. I'd rather be trapped in a dark web room, in a dark web room than Rogan's green room. Yeah, Rogan's green room sounds fucking horrendous.